Welcome to Vintage Homey, where cozy nostalgia meets timeless charm. In today's video, we're diving into Autumn Rustic Elegance, 12 grandmacore kitchen decor inspirations. Embrace the warmth of fall with heartfelt, vintage-inspired ideas that transform your kitchen into a cozy haven. Think heirloom treasures, earthy tones, and textures that evoke memories of Grandma's comforting kitchen. From woven baskets to gingham accents, these 12 concepts blend rustic simplicity with autumn's rich hues. Perfect for creating a space that feels like a warm hug. Let's explore these delightful ideas to bring grandmacore magic to your home. Stay tuned until the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy inspiration. Imagine gleaming copper canisters lined up on a wooden countertop, catching the soft glow of autumn sunlight. These vintage treasures, with their tarnished patina, add a rustic elegance to your kitchen. Pair them with mason jars filled with dried herbs or grains for a practical yet charming touch. The warm, metallic sheen contrasts beautifully with earthy fall tones like burnt orange and sage green. Add a sprig of rosemary or a cinnamon stick inside for a subtle seasonal scent. This setup feels like stepping into a cozy, old-world kitchen, where every item tells a story of warmth and tradition. Gingham check curtains in soft red or mustard yellow instantly bring grandmacore charm to your kitchen. Hung on a simple iron rod, they flutter gently, framing windows with a nostalgic, farmhouse vibe. The classic pattern pairs perfectly with wooden furniture and vintage dishware, creating a cozy, inviting feel. Add a burlap tieback for extra rustic flair. In autumn, the curtain's warm tones echo falling leaves, making your kitchen feel like a countryside retreat. This look is all about simplicity and comfort, evoking memories of baking pies with Grandma on crisp fall days. Handwoven baskets brimming with autumn produce like apples, pumpkins, or pine cones create a rustic centerpiece. Place them on a farmhouse table or open shelf for a tactile, earthy vibe. Their natural textures, think wicker or rattan, add warmth, while the seasonal contents tie into fall's bounty. Drape a linen cloth underneath for softness. The basket's organic shapes and neutral tones feel timeless, like heirlooms passed down through generations. This setup invites a sense of abundance and coziness, perfect for a grandmacore kitchen that feels lived in and loved. Enamelware pitchers in creamy white or soft green add a nostalgic touch to your kitchen. Use them as bases for dried wheat stalks or sunflowers, or as utensil holders on a counter. Their chipped, vintage look feels authentic, blending seamlessly with autumn's rustic palette. Place them near a wooden cutting board or a stack of linen napkins for a cohesive scene. The pitcher's sturdy, old-fashioned charm evokes memories of Grandma's kitchen, where every item had a purpose and a story. This decor choice feels both practical and heartwarming, perfect for fall. Showcase antique china plates on open shelves or a vintage hutch for a grandmacore classic. Choose patterns with floral motifs or soft pastels to complement autumn's warm tones. The delicate, slightly worn edges of the plates add character, while their arrangement creates a focal point. Pair with brass candlesticks or a lace runner for extra elegance. This display feels like a tribute to family gatherings, where cherished dishes held homemade meals. The nostalgic charm warms the kitchen, making it a space that feels both timeless and deeply personal. Rustic wooden shelves, weathered and sturdy, bring functionality and charm to your kitchen. Use them to display mason jars, ceramic mugs, or small potted herbs. The wood's natural grain, paired with autumnal decor like dried leaves or mini pumpkins, creates a cozy, lived-in feel. Add a woven basket or a vintage tin for storage. These shelves evoke the simplicity of a countryside kitchen, where every item is both useful and beautiful. The warm, organic textures make your space feel inviting, like a hug from grandma's home. A lace table runner in ivory or soft beige transforms your kitchen table into a grandmacore masterpiece. Its delicate patterns add elegance, while the neutral tones blend with autumn's palette of rust and gold. Pair it with a wooden tray holding candles or a small pumpkin for seasonal flair. The lace's vintage charm feels like an heirloom, evoking memories of family dinners. Drape it slightly askew for a relaxed, rustic look. This simple addition creates a warm, inviting atmosphere that's both nostalgic and timeless, perfect for fall gatherings. Mason jars repurposed as herb planters bring rustic charm and practicality to your kitchen. Line them up on a windowsill with fresh basil, rosemary, or thyme, their green leaves vibrant against the glass. Tie twine around the rims for a handmade touch. The jar's vintage aesthetic, combined with the earthy herbs, creates a cozy, autumnal vibe. Place them on a wooden tray with pebbles for added texture. This setup feels like a nod to Grandma's resourceful kitchen, where every item had a purpose and a touch of love. Vintage tin signs with retro fonts or bakery motifs add playful charm to your kitchen walls. Choose signs with faded colors like cream or sage green to match autumn's palette. Hang them above a countertop or near a pantry for a nostalgic touch. Their weathered look feels like a relic from a bygone era, evoking memories of small-town diners or grandma's baking nook. Pair with wooden frames or a string of fairy lights for warmth. These signs bring personality and rustic elegance, making your kitchen feel like a cozy, story-filled space. Quilted pot holders in patchwork patterns or soft fall colors like burgundy and mustard add warmth to your kitchen. Hang them on hooks or drape them over oven handles for a cozy, handmade feel. Their textured, slightly faded look evokes Grandma's sewing basket, bringing nostalgic charm. Use them functionally or as decor accents on a countertop with a teapot. The mix of patterns and autumnal hues creates a lived-in, inviting vibe, perfect for a grandmacore kitchen that feels like a warm embrace on a crisp fall day. A collection of ceramic teapots in earthy tones like terracotta or cream adds a cozy focal point. Arrange them on a wooden shelf or tray, their rounded shapes creating a soft, inviting look. Choose teapots with subtle cracks or vintage designs to enhance the grandmacore aesthetic. Pair with linen napkins or a small vase of dried flowers for autumnal charm. This display feels like a tribute to tea time with grandma, where stories were shared over steaming cups. It's rustic, elegant, and heartwarmingly nostalgic. Dried flower arrangements in rustic vases or mason jars bring autumn's beauty indoors. Use wheat stalks, lavender, or sunflowers for a soft, golden palette that complements grandmacore style. Place them on a windowsill or table, paired with burlap or lace accents. The dried bloom's delicate textures and muted colors create a timeless, nostalgic feel, like treasures from grandma's garden. Their simplicity adds warmth without overwhelming the space, making your kitchen feel like a cozy autumn retreat. That's all the ideas for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more ideas like this.